Halloween is here right now, today, but not everyone is in the spirit of the holidays. Turns out Halloween is now a minefield of political correctness. Here were some of the most absurd examples. Our old friend Katherine Timpf of the National Review. Kat, thanks for joining us this morning.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
So this one really blew me away. Putting on a fake butt is racist. I mean, it's a little weird, I'll concede, but
Right.
Racist? How?
Apparently, I never thought I would have to say this, but butt size, not a race-based issue. All ethnicities, races, nationalities can have a large butt. I don't know. I think it's another example of people who are calling other people racist are often the ones making things about race that are clearly not about race.
Or operating on the basis of stereotypes that aren't entirely valid.
Right.
Wearing a sombrero, according to one guardian of sensitivity, is, quote, something that carries on a harmful and deadly system of oppression.
Right. Unfortunately, it's not just one person. A lot of colleges actually are in this war on sombreros right now. Very serious.
What does the
problem.
mariachi community think of that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're offended because this is deadly, apparently, to people who... basically, the argument is that if you see someone with a sombrero or a poncho or anything like that, it reduces the culture to a stereotype, so you're going to think that's all there is to Mexican culture, which is really kind of offensive because I feel like people are intelligent enough to know the difference between a party and a cultural history museum.
A deadly system of oppression. I noticed that America seems still pretty popular with citizens from Latin America because they keep coming here. I mean, that is evidence alone, I would say it's not a deadly system of oppression. Sexy nurse and police costumes, some say, make it harder for people to work, women specifically, as nurses or cops.
Right.
Well, that's prima facie insane, but who's saying that?
That's offensive. I've seen all over, the feminist internet. A lot of places are saying that, but it actually is anti-feminist. I think it's offensive to assume that a woman could not overcome other people's Halloween costume choices. That would be an obstacle too big that it would keep women from succeeding in their careers.
So attractive nurses are bad?
Apparently, nurse costumes, too much for women to handle. It's going to keep them from succeeding in their career, and that's somehow feminist. I don't get that.
What kind of upside down? I don't go to the feminist internet. That's why I'm such a happy person.
I like to keep up on it.
Thank you for bringing us updates from that ugly place. And do not call Halloween Halloween. Do not call Halloween costumes Halloween costumes, because that is, needless to say, racist.
Yeah, offensive,
Why?
horrible. Well, it's insensitive to people who don't celebrate Halloween, which I think they can just not celebrate Halloween. One school is making this fall festival where you can only dress up as a storybook character so kids don't feel left out. I don't know. I mean, the world's not completely inclusive all the time, and Halloween parties, not that bad. I went through them in elementary school. I'm a survivor. I'm fine. I think that all these kids at these schools can do
the world
same.
is the opposite of inclusive. It's vehemently exclusive.
Right.
And that's
Very
the painful
much.
truth, unfortunately.
Very much.
We're in the middle of a national hysteria, aren't we? I mean,
Absolutely.
we're in one of these sort of cultural revolution moments. We're going to look back in 10 years and sort of feel sick to our stomachs when we read about this period, aren't we?
Hopefully it's not even worse in 10 years.
I hope it's not. Okay, Katherine Timpf, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Coming up, if the Senate returns to Republican control next week, there's just one person who would benefit most. Who is that person? Our own James Rosen with the answer. Coming up next.